Bless up, bless down on Mastermind Statements. You try to get down to those comments, leave those fire comments after you watch this video, during the video. I need some feedback from you guys. Also hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and make sure that if you're not subscribed, you're subscribing ASAP. I got a lot of people that watch me, but they're not subscribing. About 75% of you are not subscribed. Hit that subscribe so we can get the YouTube algorithm to push these videos out. I'm gonna talk to you guys about drifting today. So there's a cool book here, look. If you don't have this book yet, you need to get it. It's called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. There's so much information in this book by Napoleon Hill that will change your life forever. Now, I've introduced this book to people that I know, they know me, but for some reason, they are not reading this book and their lives have not been changed. But the people that I don't know and are reading the book, their life has been changed. It's so interesting that people that you know, they just, for some reason, will not take your advice. These people are drifters. And this is what we're going to be talking about today. Drifting people. You give them a blueprint for their life, but they refuse to listen. But for some reason, they'll listen to other people that don't have the best intentions for them. They'll listen to them, but you, the person that has better intentions for them, they will not listen. Listen, there are a lot of people that are drifting out here in life. So I'm going to go to chapter 4, play a quick excerpt, and I'll talk about Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill and drifters.
My greatest weapon over human beings consists of two secret principles by which I gain control of their minds. I will speak first of the principle of habit, through which I silently enter the minds of people. By operating through this principle, I establish, I wish I could avoid using this word, the habit of drifting. When a person begins to drift on any subject, he is headed straight toward the gates of what you earthbound call hell.
Describe all the ways in which you induce people to drift. Define the word and tell us exactly what you mean by it.
I can best define the word drift by saying that people who think for themselves never drift, while those who do little or no thinking for themselves are drifters. A drifter is one who permits himself to be influenced and controlled by circumstances outside of his own mind. He would rather let me occupy his mind and do his thinking than go to the trouble of thinking for himself. A drifter is one who accepts whatever life throws in his way without making a protest or putting up a fight. He doesn't know what he wants from life and spends all of his time getting just that. A drifter has lots of opinions, but they are not his own. Most of them are supplied by me. A drifter is one who is too lazy mentally to use his own brain. That is the reason I can take control of people's thinking and plant my own ideas in their minds.
What's up, family? I remember manifesting a broken foot as a kid. It was the first thing I remember manifesting, just thinking about it. I wanted it so bad. I seen other kids at school with the broken foot. I started imagining myself with that cast, and I wanted to cast so bad that I end up manifesting a broken foot. Let me explain something to you. You can manifest good things, you can manifest bad things, you can manifest adverse things, and then manifest great ththings. It's the same type of formula that works no matter what. Whatever you want to manifest, you can manifest it. It doesn't take forever. I know some of y'all are tired of praying and it's just not being answered. It's taking forever. Some of y'all write stuff down as affirmations, doing vision boards, and it's just taking forever. Let me explain something to you. I have a 7-step manifestation blueprint guide. I should charge for it, but it is free. Make sure you go down to the show notes, click that link, and download it ASAP. Go down to the show notes and click that link ASAP to download it. You could also go to the mindsetblueprint.com/blueprint. Again, that is the mindsetblueprint.com/blueprint. I want everybody to win because guess what? I now know how to manifest in seconds to days to minutes to hours quickly. It doesn't take long at all. I got a 7-step blueprint that you guys will all benefit from. Make sure you go down and download it right now. Keep winning. Wow. So this is a conversation between the devil and someone they call Mr. Earthbound. Mr. Earthbound, he has the power to force the devil to answer his questions. And also his own knowledge of independent thought and lack of fear are his weapons to force this confession. A drifter has a lot of opinions, but they are not his own. Most are supplied by me. That's an excerpt from chapter 4. He would rather let me occupy his mind and do his thinking than to go through the trouble of thinking for himself. Look, this is 2025. This is where you're going to find out that there's a lot of drifters that are around you. Make sure you don't catch yourself up in being a drifter as well, because you have no independent thought when you are a drifter. You can't make decisions for yourself. There's a list of reasons why people become drifters. And oftentimes a drifter starts when you are a young child. When you're a young child, from the ages of birth and pre-birth to about age 7, your subconscious mind is being programmed by your external stimuli. I'll explain something to you. If you're watching the news, that's programming, putting fear into you. Movies, putting fear into you. Commercials, the radio, social media. These are all tools and ways to program a young mind, and even the minds of adults, through fear. That's what they call it, a TV program, a television program. It's programming the minds so that you become a drifter, so that you have no free thought. If you're not thinking for yourself to make decisions, then who's making the decision for you? If you're not using your mind, then who's using your mind to make those decisions for you? If you can't put together a grocery list and go grocery shopping for your family because your mind is drifting, you need to get that in check. That makes no sense to be an adult and not be able to make sound decisions because your mind is drifting. To me, that means that your mind has been drifting since you were a kid, since your youth. There are some parents out there that do not allow their children to explore because of their own fears. Because of their fears, they are either consciously or not knowingly programming their children to be drifters like themselves. If you don't allow your child to explore, if you don't allow your child to play soccer because you're afraid, or you allow your child to, let's say, play football, which could be a dangerous sport. Those are what your fears are in terms of the brain. Then what ends up happening is that those children end up not being able to make decisions on their own because they're in a limited space, in a limited box. Let's say, for instance, there's this one teacher, you got your kid in elementary school, but there's this one teacher, and they're not all the same, but you got this one teacher that just is programming your child through some type of fear-based methodology. If you don't do this, then I'm gonna give you a 0. You're gonna get an F. They're always talking that negative language, but never talking any type of positive language. This now begins to put fear programming into a child so that now they become a drifter, to where they're afraid to take risks on an assignment because they're in fear that they're going to get a bad grade. This is another way of getting somebody programmed to become a drifter for the rest of their life. That's stifling free thought. There's other ways. Habits. When you got somebody stuck in a way of doing a pattern, which is a habit over and over and over, they are drifting. The best way that I can help you to understand what a drifter is somebody that's just out here just walking around with no type of direction. They have no clue where they're going to. They never had no blueprint. They don't even have no plan. They just start walking out aimlessly. A drifter. A drifter is somebody that also, for some reason or another, has a fear of just making decisions for themselves. They know internally that they have a fear to make a decision. And so you'll say, hey, what movie do you want to watch? They never come up with a decision. What mall do you want to go to? They have no decision. What do you want to eat? I don't know. Where do you want to go to? I don't know. What restaurant you want to eat at? I don't know. What do you want to wear today? I don't know. What do you want to do for the rest of your life? I don't know. What are your goals? I don't know. What are your hobbies? I don't know. These are drifters. These people are dangerous. Like what you call dangerous personalities. If you go back and check out one of my last videos, I was talking about the book Dangerous Personalities. I went through that book. I read off the checklist of a dangerous personality. These people are very dangerous to be around because they are drifting. And drifters, they like to destroy things that non-drifters are building. You understand? If you're around somebody that has no goals or has no vision, they're going to destroy, and they're going to destroy what you're building, and they're going to help you to go down a path in which everything that you desired in your life is going to perish. My people perish because of lack of knowledge from the ancient scriptures. Get as far away from you as you can from drifters. Don't be a drifter yourself. Stay away from these people. You give these people simple tasks, they can't complete them because they're drifting. They have no desire to be present in life. They're just here in life and they have no clue why. They wake up, they have no goals. I'm going to tell you right now, as the devil, the Satan, said himself here, when he can get control of your mind and have you just drifting, have you not even putting up a fight for the rest of your life, put up a fight for anything, you're not even desiring to do nothing for your life, and you won't even fight for your life, but you just, whatever comes my way, I'll do it, I'll go along with it. You're in a state of drifting, and your life, as you know it, is here in a state that's like being paralyzed. It's like, what is the purpose of the existence? Every person should have a purpose and a vision for success on this life. Because if not, once they get around other human beings, they become a nuisance. They start problems, they start arguments, back and forth, for no reason, because they themselves have no peace. Get away from those people. Get them out your house. Get them out your friend circle. If you had a job and the whole entire job is drifting, get off that ship. That ship's going nowhere. Get off that ship ASAP. Go apply somewhere else. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, Chapter 4, Drifting. Don't be a drifter. Man, I keep going on about this forever. If you like what I had to say, if you can relate, if you know somebody that's a drifter, make sure that you hit them comments down below, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you know when the videos are coming out again. I got videos back to back. And make sure you subscribe. I appreciate it. Join the Mastermind Statements community. Like I said over here, we have Thanksgiving every day. We spread that food out. That spiritual food, we spread that spiritual food out. We exchange it. We have a good time. That's what the comments are for. Like I said, fly a kite, be free, and keep winning.